What's going on, guys? Kivox here, and today I wanted to do a kind of Q&A slash tag-ish video. I said to myself, let's do a Q&A. Let's answer some questions. Let's find some random questions, just kind of like general questions about myself, and let's talk about it. Let's do that. If you guys have any other questions that you want me to answer, I want to try to start doing kind of a Q&A at least like once a month, once a week. It all depends if you guys want to ask me questions. So if you want me to do another Q&A, make sure to ask the questions on this video. So make sure to comment down below. Make sure to like this video if you guys like it. If you guys end up liking it after, I'm finished talking and we start answering some freaking questions. Number one is, what is your name? So obviously, guys, my name is not Kivox. My last name is not Ender. That is just something that I made up at some point. My name is actually, it was tough growing up with this name, right? Because one, you got made fun of a lot. Two, you kind of like just got over it at some point. Basically what happened. My name is actually Alfredo, and what I always do whenever I introduce myself to somebody, I always say, hey, my name's Alfredo. Yeah, like the sauce. If you guys don't know what Alfredo sauce is, it's basically like a cheese sauce. You have it with pasta or chicken or whatever. And growing up with that name it wasn't really rough. It was just kind of like people were always just like, hey, your name's Alfredo like the sauce? And I'm like, yeah, it's Alfredo like the sauce. Like fettuccine Alfredo. You kind of just learn to deal with it. But yeah, that's my name. And I think that's really, if you guys, that's all you really need to know, right? That's my name. I ended up kind of growing to like it just because it was so different, and the only other person that I know that's named Alfredo is my dad. So next question, where are you from? I am actually from Brazil. I came here when I was around 6 years old, 6.5. And I've been here ever since. I've gone back a couple times to visit, but I've been here for a while. If you guys have a keen ear for accents, you probably picked up on my accent. Whenever I get excited, really excited, it kind of comes out a little bit. I've been told that. Whenever I hear myself, I can always pick up on my accent, but I've lived with my accent my whole life. It used to be a lot worse. When I was a little kid, it wasn't really worse. It was just a lot more embarrassing to me, because when I look back now, I'm like, wow, I had a horrible accent. And here's the thing, it's not like the Brazilian accent is really cool. It's kind of you just kind of sound like you're not speaking properly, and people can't usually tell where you're from your accent, because they don't really deal with Brazilian people that much unless you're in a place that has a lot of Brazilian people. So I'm from Brazil. We speak Portuguese. I speak Portuguese. My parents never really learned English very well, so I always had to translate for them and do a lot of that stuff. So moving on. Next question is, how tall are you? Easy. I am 4'2". I am 6'1" on a good day, 6 on, like a lazy day where I'm not standing up straight. Next question, how many siblings do you have? I actually have 3 siblings. They're all older than me, by like 10 years older than me. They're all in Brazil, so none of them are here. I didn't really grow up with them, just kind of, grew up, I like to call it lonely child. And it was rough sometimes growing up without close siblings to hang out. I always wanted a younger brother or an older brother to hang out with, but I guess that kind of leads us to, that's why I like YouTube. That's why I like making friends with you guys. That's why I like when you guys interact with me. Even if you guys don't like me, I still like the interaction, the human interaction. Nowadays, this is what basically is considered human interaction. The next question is, what is your channel about? I'm assuming you guys all know what my channel is about. It's all about nerdy stuff, and let's move on to the next question. Next question is this your first channel? No. Next question is, what inspired you to start making videos? This one's kind of weird, because I wasn't really into making videos exactly. I just always like to make something, to make content of some kind, to make, as you can tell on the channel, I'm always making something new. I always like to experiment with stuff. So basically the channel was just kind of like an evolution of me not having a lot of friends around and wanting to share it with somebody. I like to make things and show people, or do something and show. This is kind of like my show and tell, or a way to interact, like I said in the past, a way to interact with people without actually having to interact or being able to interact. That's the main reason. I like to make content. I like to make things. I like to use my hands to make things. And this is kind of just a natural evolution of me doing those things and getting it to other people. That's the best way I could explain it. Next question. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Okay, so let's see. I love Funhouse. I love John Hill. Philip DeFranco, obviously. Those are the only three I can think of right now. I always like Rooster Teeth. Like, all their content is really good. Casey, obviously. Casey Neistat. Just everybody likes him, though. It's just kind of like unfair to say that. All the tech channels I like as well. Most of them, at least. Like Linus Tech Tips. I've been watching him for, I don't even know how long. Just feels like it's been like 30 years. I'm not 30, by the way, yet. I'm getting there, though. I'm getting pretty old. This is sad. I'm just getting so old. That's just a few of them. I watch a lot of YouTube. YouTube is probably my favorite way to consume media. Close second would probably be Netflix, but YouTube is just, you kind of just go on there. It's just, like I've said in previous videos, it's the biggest, in my opinion, one of the biggest ways to just learn and find information and get to know people and kind of make new friends in a way, kind of like that, the whole friend simulator thing. YouTube's freaking great. I love it. Okay, we'll go to this one. Best thing about YouTube. I kind of just said what the best things are about YouTube. So just rewind and re-listen to that, and that'll be the answer for this one. Next question is, any advice for new YouTubers? And the answer is yes, and I made a video about it. I will link to it right up there. So just click on the little eye and watch that if you guys want to see that. But the gist of it right there, and hopefully it helps somebody. Next question is, what is the worst thing about YouTube? And I'm gonna say just kind of the worst thing about the internet in general is just like all the drama. I would say is probably the only bad thing about really the internet is the drama and the mean people out there, I guess. Whatever. And the last question, I don't even know how many we answered, like 14 or something. Okay, next question is YouTube. What does your YouTube name mean? Okay, so this one. So the Kivox part comes from, I used to draw a lot when I was a kid. I still draw randomly. I got my little drawing thing over here. So I used to draw a lot. Used to draw a lot of Dragon Ball Z. That was like the big first anime I ever watched. So I used to draw a lot of Dragon Ball Z. Obviously, as any person, any fan does, you make up your own characters. So I made up two characters. One of them was Navox, and the other one was Kuro. So in true Dragon Ball fashion, at some point they fused and became one person. So that person was Kivox. So I obviously took both of their names and combined it. So Kivox was kind of like my just character that I made up for myself, and that name became kind of my username, my gamer tag, all that stuff. So that's where Kivox comes from. And then I decided I needed another part to that, kind of like a last name. My wife actually helped me come up with the Ender part because she had used Ender on some of her other stuff. So just like, yeah, that sounds good. It's kind of like a last name. Let's do that. And then when it came to making my YouTube channel, I was just like, well, I have this name. Let's use this name. So that's where that comes from. The logo comes from, I really like bow ties. I used to wear bow ties all the time to work and everything. So it's basically an X with kind of shaped like a bow tie as well. So that's where that comes from, and that's some information about me. If you guys like this channel, if you guys like this video, make sure to like that comment. Oh man, this has been a long day. If you guys like this video, if you guys want me to do more content like this, make sure to ask your question down below, and I will feature your guys' comments in the next video I do about questions and stuff like that. I was also thinking about doing just like a comment show where I just read off some of you guys' comments and talk about them a little bit. I think I'm gonna do that anyway, so make sure to leave some comments down below on this video, like this video, be subscribed to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed already, and stay tuned for some more like cool content, hopefully, that you guys like. Make sure to check out some of the other videos. I'll put them up right here. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys stay tuned for some more stuff. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye-bye.